Now, a massive face-off erupts between the Congress and the BJP over temple tax. The Karnataka government passed the Hindu Religious Institutions and Charitable Endowment Bill in the Assembly, which mandates that the government will collect up to 10% of income of temples. Earlier, in the BJP government, it was 5% tax, which was levied on temples. Now, the BJP has targeted the Congress-led government, alleging that the state government is involved in anti-Hindu policies. BJP, in fact, has further alleged that the Congress government is trying to fill its empty coffers through this bill and has questioned why the state government is only collecting revenue from Hindu temples and not other religious structures. Meanwhile, the ruling Congress has dismissed the BJP's accusations and said that this tax will be used for the upliftment of economically weaker priests, for the upliftment of lower grade temples, and for providing quality education to the children of priests. This bill mandates that the government will collect 10% of income of temples that have a revenue of more than 1 crore rupees and 5% from those with revenues ranging between 10 lakhs to 1 crore rupees.
Any bill that is passed, it has to go through the assembly. So what were they doing in the assembly? And this bill was first brought in by the BJP government. So let them actually tell what they have done in the last they were in power for 4.5 years. Let them give out a list of what all they have done for the Hindus, no? So these people use Hindutva or the Hindu gods only when there is election. Otherwise, they really are not bothered.
Temples which were earning more than 25 lakh rupees were being charged 10% earlier. Even when the BJP government was there, the same 10% was being taken by the Mujrai department. So now we've actually increased, we've actually taken out the slab and gone to 1 crore and above. So in fact, we are helping the temples, the smaller temples. So I don't know what the BJP is trying to mislead the people over here. And this act was there even when BJP was there. So if BJP is so cut up about this, why did they not repeal this act when they were in power for so many years? And this kind of similar acts are there across the country in many other states. Have they repealed these acts anywhere else?
Actually, anti-Hindu is BJP. In 2011, in their government, they made this amendment between 5 and 10 lakhs, 5%, above 10 lakhs, 10%, between 5 and 10, 5%, above 10 lakhs, 10%. In their government, they amended, not us. Okay. Why they amended? Why they have not? Why they have taken money from these temples to our Dharmika Parishad? Earlier we used to get 8 crores. Now we may get 30 to 35 crores. Around 40 crores we may get. That we will use for C-grade temples and Archek's children's education and Archek's housing scheme and Archek's life insurance. I want to do 5 lakh insurance for those people and other Hindu activities. That's all.
ಹೇಳ್ತೇನೆ ಮಾನ್ಯ ಮುಖ್ಯಮಂತ್ರಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸಲಹೆನ ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ. ದೇವಸ್ಥಾನದ ಹಣಕ್ಕೆ ಕನ್ನ ಹಾಕೋದ್ರ ಬದಲು ವಿಧಾನಸೌಧ ಮುಂದೆನೆ ಒಂದು ಹುಂಡಿ ಇಟ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ, ಇಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ ನಮ್ಮ ಕೈಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಸರ್ಕಾರ ನಡೆಸಕ್ ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ತೊಂದರೆ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ವಿಧಾನಸೌಧದ ಮುಂದೆನೆ ಒಂದು ಹುಂಡಿಯನ್ನ ಇಟ್ರೆ ಬಹುಶಃ ಬಂದಂತ ದಾನಿಗಳು ಅಲ್ಲೇ ದಾನ ಮಾಡಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯಕ್ಕೆ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಶ್ರೀಮಂತ ರಾಜ್ಯಗಳೇ ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ್ಯನೂ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು. ಅತಿ ಹೆಚ್ಚು ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ರಾಜ್ಯ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ಕೂಡ ಹೌದು. ಇಂಥ ನಮ್ಮ ಕರ್ನಾಟಕ ರಾಜ್ಯದ ಪರಿಸ್ಥಿತಿ ಈಗ ಆಗಿದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಇದೊಂದು ದುರಾದೃಷ್ಟ. ಈ ಒಂದು ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಈ ಮಟ್ಟಕ್ಕೆ ಇಳಿದಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ನಿಜವಾಗ್ಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಇದು.
Today, Karnataka government is trying to fool all the Hindus of the Karnatakas because once the amount goes to the treasury, you won't get any details about that. Because at the beginning only, they have diverted the funds of SC/STs and other departments. In our coastal, all the temples are very well developed. All the priests are given all good salaries, good income they have. But in Muslims, mosque and church, also they should implement same rules. If they implement same rules, then it is okay. For Hindus, one rules, and for other Alpasankhyatas, minority, one rule means it's simply fooling our Hindus.
This money that has been given to the temples by Hindu devotees for the upkeep of the temple as a sign of their faith is in sense being looted by the government of Karnataka to feed and fund their various ATM requirements for the Congress. This is a government that has already in the first few months shown how crores and crores of rupees, hundreds and crores of rupees have been siphoned out and given to their contractors. And now the case that they are making to feed their corrupt politics and their appeasement politics is that Hindu devotees in Karnataka must give the money to the Karnataka Congress ATM machine to feed the contractors that fund DK Shivakumar and Siddaramaiah, and that is the Hindu devotees' monies that is being looted for this purpose. This is unacceptable. This is unconscionable. This is taking the Congress, even by the Congress standards, their politics of appeasement and corruption to new lows.
My colleague Sagai Raj is now joining me live for more on this. Sagai, of course, the BJP is saying that the Congress government in Karnataka is anti-Hindu, but the Congress countering the BJP is saying that this was a bill which was brought in at the time that the BJP was in power.
Absolutely. If you notice that the bill exists from a long time, and Congress accused BJP saying that when they were in power, why they didn't even try to repeal. And if you notice, the Karnataka Congress government have amended only the slabs which shows that below 10 lakhs, you can go ahead and give a gross of nearly 5%, and above 10 lakhs to 1 crore, you have to pay around 10% of revenue tax. And this was earlier, much before these amendments were made. But after amendments, the slabs have been increased up to 1 crore, where people above 1 crore have to pay around 10%, not for people, so the temple which has made the revenue. So the government says that these funds will be utilized for the development of the temples, especially the temples which has been at the low category, where the categories of a temple has been divided in 3A, B, C. So C are the temples where the development has not happened and the infrastructure is not improved in those temples. They can use those funds for that, and they want to use that funds for the development of priest or archak and their family members, where they can also give education for the children and insurance for them. The government claims that they will use the funds for all this development purpose, and the BJP is doing communal politics for the sake of doing politics in the name of religion.
Right. Sagai, thank you so much for bringing us all of those details.